Hi guys, welcome, Mr. Gemini, your tarot reader. Tonight, I am doing the air signs. So, Gemini, it's your turn. You are up. And with I've already staged the cards, but I'm gonna do it again. And with my little preview, I saw that perhaps there's something in the recent past that you're wanting to charge on back to. So, but there could have been some sort of toxicity to it, or there was something that in the past you were or being judged on, or a previous relationship was being judged, where you were passing judgment on, or being passed judgment on. So whether you were in a previous relationship, and if it was a previous job, you could have been they could have done like an assessment on you to see whether you were still fit for the job, and that could be within your career as well. Perhaps it was something that they were needing to, perhaps they had a board meeting and they were like, oh well, Gemini, he's been doing really good, or she's been doing really good, or yeah, or maybe I don't know if they do like yearly or quarterly like re-evaluations or something like that. I don't know, to do with your career or to do with pay, like an upgrade. Like maybe they were judging on whether you got an upgrade in your pay in your job or your career, or if you were in business, you had had more sales or more bookings or whatever the business is. But yeah, you could have walked away with a good review on the most part, but then there was those other people with the negative comments or whatever they had to say about it. But you definitely hold all of the qualities that they need within that company. So mostly everybody thinks within the company or within the job that you're in, and within this past relationship, yeah. So Gemini, let me perhaps it was a love in the past that somebody was holding back on keeping some of the love more so to themselves because they had a barrier up in the past, and it was a new love, but you felt like they felt like it could have been all a bit too much too soon, and somebody wanted to slow it down a bit. Somebody wanted to, because yes, definitely got hurt here. Somebody wanted to slow it down because they weren't, so one person felt more passionate in the relationship than the other. Okay, needed some healing and self-love. I'm seeing there with the Ace of Cups. Yeah, so you were definitely hurt within this courtship that you possibly went after. You could have been dealing with a Leo, because we're getting you could have been dealing with a Leo. You could have Leo placements within your chart, because this has come out and it's a card of Leo twice now. And this is a courting card, so the Knight of Cups. Courting, because he's courting towards this Queen of Wands, but the Queen of Wands, she's like, sorry, I'm not looking back. I'm not. She's kind of looked as though she was in her own world. She was just like, I'm just over here doing me. Possibly because the timing wasn't right within that previous relationship, or if you're single, the timing is not right for you to be in a relationship right in the previous past, in the recent past. And if it was to do with a job, then and you were trying to apply for a job in the recent past, the timing wasn't right if you didn't get it. Something like a contract could have been renewed, or needing to be renewed if it was to do with a firm or something that you were a part of. And maybe because a contract was about to be up, and if it was in your business, there was something about the timing within a business deal that possibly didn't. I'm getting like there was a meeting that was supposed to happen, and then for some reason it didn't happen. Like, so the timing wasn't right, and perhaps you had to reschedule. That's reschedule. Oh my gosh. Okay. And there could have been some things that were hidden within the either previous relationship that you were dealing with, that could be on your side or their side. You could have been holding back on things that you wanted to say or do within the relationship. The timing wasn't right, and underneath things there could have been fighting in the background, whether that's to do with if you had a family, if you had a family, and I'm getting like there could have been some like fights, like arguments going on that led to a breakup, or if you because I saw the fighting card, and I saw the nine of and I saw the 10 of Wands, because there was a lot on your plate, like it was really burdensome. And then I saw the courting card, so like courting, and then I saw a Ace of Cups, like a new, so like courting a new love. It was like and so if you are in a relationship, possibly you were being naughty and trying to court somebody else whilst you were in a relationship, or you were looking elsewhere. You were just like my eyes not on whoever you were with, whether you're male or female. Okay, Gemini. And if it was to do with work or your career, you could have been looking at a new initiative within this career, or if you have a business. I got a little carried away there, because I think I did more than I normally do with the splitting of the deck list again. But I just let it go where the energy flows. Might be a little bit of a longer read there, Gemini. I see in the recent past you definitely were hurt by a past love. Somebody who you could have thought was your soulmate. Okay, things were moving slow, probably not at the pace that you wanted. Here with the Knight of Pentacles, because at the bottom, like what you didn't see coming, you probably didn't see it coming the way that it did. It looks like it ended because of the 10 of Wands here, and we have the we have the 6 of Cups in reverse, and that is like a soulmate card. That is like a past love, a past. It could be to do with friendships. It could be to do with love. It could be to do with family. So could it be that you had a family member that in the recent past that had hurt you. You were decided that you would reach out and message them and be like, hey, you know, I'm sorry that this happened with us. Or it could have been if it was in a previous relationship or previous marriage, because of the soulmate card here. You could have reached out and said, hey, look, I'm sorry things didn't work out. I wished it could have been better. There was something that possibly could have been needed to be cut out, and then it may have helped it work out, but I'm getting, so possibly you were in the past looking at and getting, like, if you were in a marriage or a deep relationship, like a relationship like a marriage, you needed to cut out, bro, looking at freaking other people, okay, and they're younger. Yeah. And I got that because I had these. Okay. And so the Queen of Swords, she's not afraid to say her truth. She's not afraid to cut people with her tongue and her words. But when I get this with this and all these other cards, it's like telling me there was something that you needed to cut out, and it could have been that it was younger people that you had your eye on. Okay. And if it was to do with a job or a career, then you could have possibly be looking outwards. In the recent future, you're possibly looking out towards something that could hold more value for you. Perhaps you're looking for an upgrade in pay. Perhaps you want an upgrade within your pay. Like in the recent past, you proposed to your job, this is why I deserve an upgrade, like, or your career, because you want more within this position that you hold. Or if it was to do with a previous love, there could have been something to do with an Emperor, an Aries, that was in the way of things, in the way of, yeah, you getting your stability. Or if you were like married in the recent past, it could be that, yeah, you were definitely looking outwards to other things. If you're in a business, there was something that you revisited in the past, or no, there was something in the past here that worked so slow that you revisited something in the past that had helped you generate more money, more income. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does. Current future. Thank you, just for guys. Current future for our Geminis. Current future for our Geminis. So I'm seeing that current and then the future. That there could have been a lot of options that were weighing on your mind that you were wanting to, that could be running away with you. Like you could have been fantasizing, like in the current you could be fantasizing, whether that's to do with an old love, an old relationship, or if it's to do with a job or a career, you could be fantasizing about more streams of income. You could be feeling like the strain of a loss somewhere within your job, your career. So perhaps when I mentioned earlier about whether you get reviewed on a pay rise or whatever, perhaps somebody said no, and then you didn't get the pay rise that you were hoping for. So you're strategizing, planning on how you can, and if it's to do with a business, you're trying to look for different ideas on how to bring in more income, because you're not feeling very like there could have been a strain or a big amount of money that has left you, like a large sum of money. So perhaps if in the past here, if it was a relationship to do with your family, okay, these are both in the reverse. So if you were married, you could have had to pay a large amount of money, and you definitely felt left out in the cold somewhere within a relationship. And even currently, you could be fantasizing about how this previous love felt for you, or if you were married, you could have been like thinking nostalgia about what was in the past. And if it's to do with a job, career, or your business, I'm feeling like you're trying to look for different options to create more streams of income. Okay, I hope that makes sense. And collaboration in so if you're in business, perhaps you want to collaborate with someone to help bring you in some more money and stability within your finances. And if you are in a company, you are definitely looking at other ways of how you can sort of like impress the higher ups, so that you can push for your next like pay review. Okay, so you're strategizing, how can I make myself look more, or how can I become more so that I'm seen more, so that I can receive more, cha-ching ching, because right now I'm in a deficit, or like I felt that sting of money that's left my bank account. Okay, and yeah, to do with because I'm getting that in the past. Like, I mean, I'm getting like in the current, I felt like you had to walk away from something, but you felt left out, or possibly kicked out, or possibly kicked to the curb, to do with a love life or family life, and definitely funds have left your bank account because of this. I'm getting like a divorce because, or some sort of settlement, like, I don't know, yeah. And can we please get something for the near future outcome for our Geminis? So, Geminis, I feel like you keep this, you keep glancing back at the past, Gemini. You're feeling nostalgic within this past. And I'm seeing some flowers and roses within this card here. So I'm feeling like you're feeling sad, you're feeling bound. You felt like something within you're feeling like in the near future, you still feel bound to the past for some reason. You felt like you lost the fight. You were fighting for this love and you felt breadcrumbed. You felt like there was toxic, it was a toxic love. You were very obsessed within this previous love that you had, Gemini. And like, here we go again, it could have been with a Leo, okay, or Sagittarius, like a fire sign. But this Queen of Wands is normally a card of a Leo, and then I have the King of Wands. So perhaps you thought that in the past here that you're feeling nostalgic. You keep revisiting the past memories that you shared, like again, possibly with the fire sign, because underneath that you felt like you guys were soulmates, because we have the King and the Queen of Wands here. So, but in reverse, so like the Queen of Wands is in reverse, yeah, and then the breadcrumbing. So you wanted to equal give and take, but there was some toxic like obsessions to do with that love. And if it was to do with a marriage, there was a strain there. There was a strain within the marriage. It was definitely unstable. And if it was to do, and if it is to do with, so in the near future, you're still thinking about the past. So in the near future, you're still thinking about the past. And if it's to do with the job, you're still feeling like, okay, I really need this job. What can I do to really, you want to keep busy. You want to just be like, okay, I'm engrossed in my work. And I want to prove myself. You're very dedicated to the work that you do, and you could possibly be wanting to put your hands into many pies, because it looks like you're wanting to create multiple streams of income because of this loss that's happened, or it is that you just want to keep busy and you just want to make your money. And yeah, so thank you, Gemini. I hope some of this resonated with you. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, comment, and I'll catch you on the next one.